of the pastors that came from TB Joshua, or they followed his teachings, are like a flying red flag. And yeah, like a flying one. It's not just a flag, it's a flying red flag. And so, no different here, okay? No different here. Don't know the man. Them literally think I just saw him like maybe this morning, but there was so much red flags in the one picture that I saw. You know, Facebook has this algorithm that will just recommend pages you don't know, right? Because you're a Christian, they'll just recommend. So that's how they ended up recommending this man's page. And I saw, oh, okay, he's a TB Joshua follower, maybe in the past. But no, it's kind of like it's in the recent. So there was something he had posted not long. I think he had posted it maybe early this month, which was the post that they recommended. And that was the post that I saw. And that's how I came across his page. And so as you can see, he has this church in Botswana, but he has TB Joshua's pictures in the background and also Evelyn on the pulpit. So you have the pulpit in the background. He literally has Evelyn, which is TB Joshua's wife's picture, and TB Joshua on the other hand. So I was like, oh, okay. It's one of those churches where they'll have whoever their spiritual father is picture on the thing. I don't understand that thing, by the way. If the head of the church is Jesus, why? But anyways, as equal up. There's no way we can't be talking about Jesus on this particular thing. But towards the end of this video, we'll definitely have to get back to. So that's how I saw his page. Okay, the Facebook just recommended it. I checked and I was like, okay, it's that type of a church. But you know, mostly when I see a church where they have the members wear the face of the pastor on their t-shirt, it's kind of already sends those funny red flags already. But I thought maybe this is just an event that they were having or something like that. But still, we must remember the center of the church. So if you read the title, it says something. And so you'll be asking yourself, okay, Ricky, what exactly are they doing that's almost in worship to TB Joshua's water? You may be asking. At their church, they kneel and people come with cups to the front. And when they come to the front with cups, then people who are kneeling at the front. Remember, TB Joshua's picture is on the other side. Evelyn's picture is on the other side. Then they have this thing that's under this carpet right there. Okay? People hand them things. So they kneel down while doing this. While doing this whole service thing. Okay? They kneel down at these water tabs. These tabs in front of the pulpit. So there's a pulpit, then there is these tabs at the front with this, I don't know, it looks like a TV stand. With a TV stand in front of the thing with tabs inside it, which people kneel down to serve water. They're serving, we serve the word at the pulpit, but you know, a sequel up. So I thought it has to be this, it's extreme, man. Y'all kneel down to offer, you know. Now, as a person who at one point was a Catholic, it's like red flags are flying all over the place and stuff like that at the point when I saw that whole thing. So remember, the pastor at that, and you can see what it is there where they are kneeling on a later on picture on that day when they were doing that particular service. You can see TB Joshua's picture is on the other side and Evelyn Joshua's picture is on the other side, and you can see they have tabs inside this room divider. There's tabs inside the room divider, which they bow when they are saving the water from that tap. I said, hey, this is not going to end very well. This is not going to end very well. And before you know it, after drinking this water that they got from this tap where people were kneeling, people, of course, the classic deliverance, as TB Joshua would have called it, they start doing that. And people, everybody kneel while they're thinking, while they are saving it. This is a person who's supposed to have the Holy Spirit indwelling them. The third person of the Trinity indwells this person. But somehow water is just, somehow water just goes the next mile. All it takes is just that small little cup. You kneel down and all kinds of things, right? No problem. So that was the first intro. After I saw that initial post thing and this whole water thing that was happening here, I was like, one biblical error of a person can cause an entire church to adopt a doctrine that's so far from God. We can't even say. One person's error. Never take one person's error as if it's nothing. No, the error of one individual can lead many into many areas of false doctrine. Now, if you thought, just in case you thought that whole water thing there, just maybe it's a once-off thing, it's no big deal, it's no big deal. You would find, you would be very disappointed because it gets worse. The way this church is in adoration to water, I don't know what is their deal with water. They even have other tabs. So they have the tabs inside the church. Then they have these tabs outside, which you are seeing in these pictures here. Again, when they approach this water, they kneel down and the whole nine watches. People come there, they drink the water, they kneel over towards the water and the whole nine watches. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing that they are doing over there. And they have another whole thing. Like I said, it's like they have their own thing with water. I don't even understand it. They have this thing where they fill a tap, or they have a pool or something like that. I don't know what you call it. And they pray for people while standing in that thing. So you can see people's pants are folded up at the thingy. There's water inside there. They pray for them when they enter the water. What. The whole deliverance starts. Behave and all kinds of things. It's a thing with this church. They go from water on the pulpit. They go to water that they stand in. Then they go water that they spray on people. And the whole nine watches. And when people are being prayed for in this water, deliver. One error. Never take one error. Never take one error lightly. One error, one person's error can become a whole people's problem. A whole people's problem. Now, they have a tap on the pulpit. They have a tap outside. They are kneeling to tabs and what. We don't know what that's all about. As I mentioned that, the very same people who will be there drinking the water and the water does them something, indwelled by the Holy Spirit as they claim, which I don't know. When they're sprayed by the very same water, I would think somehow, deliver. Something happens. The very same water that they were probably drinking. It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. So the very same individual who would have been drinking the water, now somehow this water that people are thinking, Now you think, okay, Ricky, maybe that's about it. No. You see, you do the rush. Nigeria, you do the rush, my brother. They have another one. Which one do they call this one? This one, they call it holy ground. Hey. Have a holy ground. You see the place where you take off your shoes? Take off your shoes like Moses there. They have holy ground. And in this holy ground, the pastor enters, he prays, it's placed with sand on the ground and whatnot. The pastor enters, he prays for it. It's kind of a shack or something like that. And then people come inside. This is holy. This is the holy ground right here. Pastor was praying for it, and then people can come inside and be prayed for and stuff. As you can see, it literally has that name in the title. It is called what? The Last Minute Miracle Holy Ground Service. Serious. It's serious. One error. One single error just multiplies people's errors. It just becomes a whole big thing. It becomes a whole thing. And people come into the holy ground, and then they are prayed for at the holy ground, the whole nine jazz. The very same person, indwelt by the Holy Spirit, the third person of the Trinity, somehow they enter place with sand. Sand do them something. It does them something. Once they enter this place where there is sand, take off your shoes. It's a last minute miracle. One error becomes a whole thing to a church. In one of the apostles, they even say, the wait is over. You see at the bottom there, the wait is over. It's long overdue. By the way, in case you didn't get it, in case Jesus came and he left, and you kept waiting, the wait is over. We're talking real things now. We're talking sand. We are talking sand. Sansa. The wait is over, my brother. The wait is over. You just enter sand. You just enter sand. It go do you something. One error. One. If you sit and you think, it's not a big deal, one person makes a mistake, you always hear people saying, leave them for God, or leave these people who are teaching their own thing. Is that they teach it, someone learns it, keeps going. One person's error can cause a problem. If you go to 1 Corinthians, let's go Jesus now. If you go to 1 Corinthians chapter number 3, there is something he says there, which will tell you can't have TB Joshua at the front of you. Then you have a water that you bow to. The center must be very well founded. He says, I can't address you people as people who are spiritual. He says, I fed you guys milk. I thought milk was going to do it. Not solid food. This was not difficult. For you were not yet ready. Indeed, you are still not ready. There are people who are stuck in carnal world. Paul says, even at the time when I'm writing these things, he says, I can't talk to you as... He says, what is Apollos? What is Paul? But only servants through whom you believed. You can't put a pastor as the center of your thing. Church in Botswana, placard with pictures of TB Joshua. So who are they? He says, who are they but just servants, if they are servants? That's if they are servants. He says, but who are they? but minister through whom you believed. You go down with that chapter, if you read the whole thing, it says, for another foundation can no man lay than that which is laid, which is Jesus Christ. You can't lay a foundation of water where people are bowing to water. Water now, it takes place with the word. The word is there. Water. There's a new trinity now. It's the word, TB Joshua, and the water. Something is, there's an error somewhere. Error. Somewhere there is error. Somewhere. Why? Because someone has mistaken the foundation. It says there is no other one you can establish than that which is established, which is Jesus Christ. He tells you what it is. Question, what have you believed? When they put water there, where the word is supposed to be, and you are bowing to the water, you are there busy, here water, here water, here water, holy ground, what? The center has moved. And I can tell you this, when you study this chapter, it tells you the danger of moving the center. When you read verses that follow after verse number 11, after he has said, this is the foundation, he gets into very dangerous territory. He gets into territories of what kind of a produce comes from such things. It's either going to be good produce or you are building with good produce. So you don't have a faith to talk about. If you've built on the wrong thing, there is nothing. My brother, there is nothing. Leave that one. If it's on the wrong, there is nothing. There is nothing. He says their works will be shown off on the day when it is judged. Why? Because the foundation was wrong. Therefore, their work won't stand it. It will be judged by the fire. And when God tested this work, he says if it survives the fire, the builder will receive a reward. Your works are not recognized as long as the foundation was wrong. There's nothing. Now he tells you, person might be saying, but there's nothing. Why? Foundation was wrong. Something was wrong there. When you are bowing to water, water is on the pulpit. They even have tabs at the pulpit. Something is wrong somewhere. Someone has believed the wrong thing somewhere. Structurally to show the daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes done to be down in the pinned comment. Musuguti, we didn't say.